At 4:15 in the morning on the 6th of February 2023, a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake hit the border between Turkey and Syria. In the Turkish city of Antakya, most of the 400,000 residents were still asleep. Over the next 90 seconds, thousands of those residents living in apartment blocks would be crushed by their own homes as they collapsed. Emerging from the rubble, the survivors would not have been able to comprehend what their eyes could see, a scene of utter devastation. A few hours later, as they desperately dug with their bare hands to try and free family members buried under tons of concrete, a second 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck, demolishing the buildings around them, killing many more. Even those that were lucky enough to survive physically unscathed bear deep mental wounds that without help may never heal. For the children of Antakya, experiencing such trauma at such an early age will have lifelong repercussions. Donna Jennings, the founding director of the children's trauma therapy charity For the Love of a Child, visited Antakya to assess how their organisation could best support the survivors.
We went through Antakya yesterday and just saw building after building after building that has just collapsed, and they're all condemned. They all have to be taken down. So everyone has lost not only families and children and mothers and grandmothers, but also their homes, their livelihoods. It's absolutely horrendous, and every time we pull up to a village we hear another story and tears, a lot of women crying because they're still traumatised and they're still going through so much and processing so much. Of course, we want to help the children, because if we can help the children early in their trauma, then they have a better chance to overcome their trauma. So this is what we want to do through For the Love of a Child. We want to set up a mobile unit so we can go in with, actually we've seen how distribution teams go in and they hand out food parcels. We can go with them, but we can help support the children as they're distributing food. We will set up a pop-up therapeutic play space for the children and deliver that weekly so that they get that ongoing trauma support. And we'll use all the usual things that we do, which is the parachute and games and play, but also allow them to process some of their feelings and give them permission to talk about what has happened to them. Just yesterday we heard a story of two little girls actually. One little girl just ran up to me and hugged me and wouldn't let go, and she just said, "My mummy threw me out of the window." And what she meant was the mum was shaking. What the mum had to do was, as the earthquake happened, it happened so quickly. It happened in 1.5 minutes. This region was devastated and buildings collapsed. 1.5 minutes and their lives were changed. What happened was this mum literally picked up her girls, wrapped them in a blanket and threw them out of the window. And the girls were just like, "Mummy threw me out of the window." They're still processing what has happened, but actually she saved their lives. That's just one story. That is just one story. And there were so many more. So please give, please support these wonderful people and help them to rebuild their lives.
To support this life-changing project, go to fortheloveofachild.org.uk and click on the donate button, or use these bank details. Thank you.